Welcome to another Talk to Him Tuesday. Today's episode is episode negative 5,000. We are going to be talking about Charles Johnson um, because most recently on my Talk to Him Tuesdays, it's been just kind of gloomy and just down. It's just been about dumb stuff happening in the world, dumb black people. I wanted to put something something happy and joyful in today's video. So we are going to be talking about Charles Johnson. He is a 104-year-old man who is still there mentally and physically. He's a retired golfer turned archer, and he also competes as well. And I just wanted to talk about him because if this is not black excellency or black excellence, then I don't really know what is. 104. I mean, I wish to live that long so I can just to say I lived this long and outlive majority of people. But Charles, he's a really good man, and this might be a short this might be a short talk to him Tuesday today because uh, there really wasn't much about him except for that he was 104 and he was a retired golfer and he competes in archery competitions. That's all that there was about this man, and I just wanted to, just talk about him a little bit and watch some videos. So without further ado, let's get into it. Um,
My name is Charles Johnson, and I'm 104 years old. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona, originally from Clarksburg, West Virginia, but Phoenix now. And I think this is my fourth time here. I don't know if I'll make it five, but I'll try. You know what I mean? This is one of the joys of my life, of being this, It used to be golf, but this took the place of golf. So I met and I've met so many good friends here. I love to tell people that I'm an archer. To tell people I'm going to Vegas means a lot, because I called some of my friends this morning. I said, I'm in Vegas. The archery tournament. Oh, yeah. So it's very exciting for them and for me, too. Best memory here? Yeah. First time I was here, when I was introduced to the whole crowd, 3,000 people for me to say hello to them. That was fantastic. You know what I mean? I'll never forget that. You know.
that would be fantastic, but that's amazing. I think that's something that I actually want to do though, is just meet people and interview them about just their life and just what they've done. I think that's just awesome, to be honest. Like, just to come here and also him telling his friends as well. I think this was just awesome, really, where you go to these competitions and you don't know who you're going to meet. And surprisingly, who was interviewing him, which I don't think they say anything about who interviewed him, but I'm not sure. But you come there, and this is what you find: somebody who's been coming here for actually this is what was it was his fourth time competing in the archery, and he jokingly said, "I don't know if I'm going to make it to the fifth one." That's really funny. That's really funny. But I think that's something. I think a video that I do have in mind is finding somebody. Uh, doesn't matter who it is, and just making their day by trying to understand what they've done in their life. Just understanding, like, oh, you did this, and you did that. Oh my God, you got a patent, or you invented something, like just all of that stuff coming together. And I would love to make a video about it, and because Charles Johnson is a lovely man. He seems very happy with being an archer, telling his friends he's going to Vegas and telling everybody that he competed in four archery competitions. That's amazing. I mean, still moving around like that, because I know, and I'm pretty sure everybody else knows too, that there is people that are not in the hundreds yet, but getting close to it, that are walking with a cane, and they got dietary problems, and just all these problems that they may have. I mean, he's 104 and he's competing in archery competitions, walking around talking, just being joyful. Especially meeting the 3,000 people that he got to say hello to. I think this is just great. This is just great. This is a far cry from all the crap that I was posting before about you go to my channel about dumbass babysitter gets caught in the worst way. What type of mother are you? A shitty one because she left her kids for 12 hours. And then the guy with the tattoo, just it's good to see. It's good to have some good mixed in with the
My
bad.
name is Charles Johnson. I'm 100.
It's really good to have some of the good with the bad. I mean, because that's what the world is. It's not just all the bad things happening, and I can guarantee you, it's a lot. It's honestly, it's overwhelming the amount of just dumb people and dumb shit that happens in the world. But you also gotta appreciate the good that comes with it as well. So just like this video here, you gotta have the good with the bad. I don't want to just focus on the bad. I do want to put some good in there because there is a lot of things that black people such as Johnson himself are doing, and black people should know that black people especially young black folks and children should understand that you could live to be 100 years old if you don't be foolish. If you're not just constantly trying to get yourself killed and trying to make fast money by doing dumb shit that you shouldn't do, you could live to 140 playing golf, building things, doing whatever the hell you want. You're in the hundreds. I think young people need to focus on this right here rather than all the other crap. All the negativity that's in the world. Because you can live this long. You don't have to die in your 20s. You could live 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. Hell, you could live up to that, you could live. You don't have to choose this life. You could do what you could be a respectful young black man, and you could live for as long as you can if you're doing what you're supposed to do. You don't have to do the life that you are in. You can always better yourself. And I think Charles Johnson is like really good example for the black youth. But I really doubt that majority of the black youth are actually going to watch him and be like, you know what, that's something I want to do when I get older. No, that they are, it's bigger and better things. Well, not bigger and better, bigger and worse things, But shout out to Charles Johnson. Hopefully, we get to see him for his 105th birthday. Hopefully, he's still around because he's a lovely man. Shout out to him. And I think that'll be all. But before I go, like I said, I really want to do something like this, and the whole reason for my channel is I really wanted to better black people, but in order to better black people, you have to kind of have the good and the bad, and honestly, I want black people just be smarter. We could really be better than what we are now if we were just making better decisions and really being smart. Really actually having a brain up there and not just doing what the next man does, that. And and I've said this before, it's really hard to really be happy about being black when you just see a bunch of dumb stuff. But thanks to Charles Johnson, I am so happy for him. I love this man, and I want him to have the best remainder of his life that